Hi again all, welcome to another episode of Blue and Gold Chat. This is a video on the channel that I have no clue what I'm going to say. I just put on the camera, stand here, and blab. So I'm going to try not to run your ears off, but I do want to talk, I guess, a bit about, last game to start. I am not, that one hurt, guys. It hurt. I really didn't want them to lose that game. I wanted to take the whole thing, and walk out of there 4-0. And I'm surprised that the boys didn't even look as interested as I was to win. I mean, I get it. They're probably a little tired, the travel, all of it. I mean, the West trip just sucks physically too. So I'm glad they're out of there. I'm glad that trip's done and we can get on with hockey and get on with our season now that we got those games out of the way. I think they learned a lot. I think the boys learned a lot about themselves in this game. I think they learned they can play and beat the best teams in the league, because Calgary, Edmonton are right up there this year. They should be, especially Edmonton. And then they can make sure that a team that's hungry and desperate to win, with all sorts of media pressure on them, which the Vancouver Canucks had going into the Buffalo game, still fall short. And then they can look and say, and then they can still, after accomplishing all that, come out with a flat effort. So what they have to learn from is the flat effort. They know they can compete, but they also know they can run flat. And I think what happened in that Seattle game was just that. Honestly, I don't think there's any other answer. It was just a flat effort. That's all it was. And they're not going to have a lot of those this year, I don't think. There's an upbeat organization now. This is a gung-ho squad that we have that believes in themselves and their friends off the ice. And, I mean, there's a lot we can look at with this bunch now that's positive. So I want to keep that in mind. Okay, because I sometimes have a hard time after a loss. I do. I start coping with it the wrong way, and I start imagining things. And then I thought about it. I looked at the schedule, and I remember telling you guys we could go 0-5 if everything goes wrong to start this season. And we started 4-1. So I got to be grateful for what we accomplished, which is 4-2. This is a good start. We've won 2/3 of our games so far. I can't complain. And we're winning in regulation. We're not winning in overtime. We're winning in regulation. So coming home now against Montreal, this is going to be a tricky one. It's going to be a tricky one. Montreal and Buffalo always play, guys. They always play tight games. They always play tight. So we're due for one not to be tight. It's... And I worry a little bit about that. I hope there's no letdown after the Seattle game when we come out flat again and look lost again on the ice. I hope that doesn't happen today. I just hope they're passing well, looking good. You guys see it, they're night and day. And when they're passing and they're on their game, they're fun to watch, the Sabres. They're one of the funnest teams to watch right now in the league. When they're on their game. When they're off their game and their ugly twins show up, then we got issues, And that's what happened in Seattle. They couldn't make a pass. They just looked awful, guys. They looked terrible in that game. Terrible. They just, I don't know, didn't really get it together the whole game. There was no spurt where it looked like they were getting their game together. Not really. And we can't do that against this Montreal team. They'll jump all over us. The Habs are playing a brand of hockey that we're playing. They're playing the same thing. It's just move, move, move. That's it. Go, go, go. That's the way the Habs are playing now. So don't expect a physical Montreal team. You're not going to see one tonight. You just won't. They're not physical no more. They've changed their brand of hockey under St. Louis. And this is going to be a team that it's going to be a battle of speed. And we can win that because we're faster. I'll tell you right now, the Sabres are faster. I know it. They're a faster team. And there's no reason we just can't win this game. If we're playing our best. If we're not playing our best, Montreal's going to jump on us and take it. They will. And then, oh my goodness, I'll have to make that video. And I dread the idea of making that video. I don't want to make a video where we've lost to Montreal. So get it done, boys. Get it done. I want to see Quinn break out, okay? I want to see Cousins get another goal. I want to see Thompson have a big game. I want to see Skinner score. I'd love to see the boys rattle up about 6-7 goals tonight and get right back on track. because their offense looked non-existent last game, and that's concerning because I don't want to go into that slide that we do every year where we go down and we hit that rut and then we have to pull ourselves out again because we're so humiliated by it that we have no choice but to pull ourselves back up. No. Let's keep winning. Let's keep the team winning this year. And you do that with small spurts. Win 3 out of 4 at home, split on the road, win another 3 out of 4 at home, or go 2-1-1, whatever it is. Anything to keep going over 500 as the season moves along is what I'm hoping. And if we can do that, it's going to be a fun year for us. I don't want a crap year again. I don't want to do another crap year. I just don't. I've had enough of it, really. Like you, I've had enough. I want to keep going. I want the team to keep winning. I want the team to learn from losses, not continue them like a long loss, you know. We have to stop a losing streak at one game. If we're on a one-game losing streak, snap it. Snap it tonight, guys. Snap it tonight. Like, get on the winning ways again, and everything's forgotten. You know how it is. Nothing works better, guys, than forgetting a loss like winning. You know, if we win tonight, we're fine. And I don't want to go into any stretch of losing this year. I just don't. I'm not prepared for it. I'm not prepared for it. No. So people are starting to talk good about the team again, which is nice. And it's about time because, you know, there's other teams out there that are doing way worse than what we've done the last year and a bit. Way worse. And I would like to see if we win this game and we win convincingly, who was the reason why? Is it going to be because of Tage? Will it be because Skinner had a hat trick? I hope Skinner snaps and gets it going, snaps out of it and gets some goals. Seriously. I don't want that contract weighing down my head this year. So I'm hoping Skinner doesn't have that pattern he's done in his career, good year, bad year, good year, bad. I don't think it will. I think he'll have back-to-back good years. I do think Skinner shows the signs he's going to break out of it. And once he gets a few goals, he'll be okay, you know. It's early. It's early in the season, but we're expecting these guys to pick up right where they left off last year, and it's not realistic. They got to get in their groove. They got to get their legs going. They just do. I mean, it's going to take some time for things to settle into place. But as long as we win our majority of the games while things are getting better, you know, because all of a sudden, guys, young team could just go 16-2-2 in 20 games, and we're going to be like, oh my goodness. You know, that can happen with a young squad. They just go crazy all of a sudden, out of nowhere. They just go nuts, and they're confident as hell. And that's when this good start kicks in. Because now, not only are we rolling, we're in a strong playoff chance now because of the good start. It's so important, guys, that we start good. It's so important. All right, I'm done blabbing. I will see you folks in the next one. Have a good one.